Hello class, my name is Suzanne Miller, part of the summer online class. Today I am presenting about Chapter 5, Question 3. Question 3 is, what is the relationship between the three techniques in marketing research? Chapter 5 includes analyzing marketing opportunities. Where are we now? So, first I'm going to start with page 134. It has the definitions for analysts for success. It starts with the definitions for situation analysis, market analysis, and feasibility analysis. I also found the definitions here on page 155 to 166 that kind of has a chart. If you guys are like me, I'm more of a visual learner, so you might want to take a look at that. So to first get started, a situation analysis is a study of marketing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of an existing business or other type of organization. In the textbook it says it is similar to a market analysis, but is done for an existing business. So a market analysis is a study of the potential demand for a new or expanding hospitality or travel business or other organizational type. It determines whether market demand is large enough. And that's basically the same in the textbook. That's found on page 134. That's where I'm reading that off of. And then feasibility analysis is the study of the potential demand for and economic feasibility of a business or organizational type. It includes a market analysis plus 4 additional steps. So, if you guys are like me, you're wondering what the 4 additional steps. The 4 additional steps is it looks at the total investment required to start a business and the expected financial returns. Market and feasibility analyses are done for a new business or other organizations that people are considering starting or expanding. So it basically means like starting from the ground and building up. So a little bit more in detail of feasibility analysis, located on page 161. Let me just go there right now. So the 4 additional steps include pricing analysis, income and expense analysis, development cost analysis, and analysis of return on investment and economic feasibility. In the textbook here, the feasibility analysis are study. So pricing analysis. Let's start there with number 1. What prices or rates can a new business hope to command? This question is answered by carefully considering the prices of primary competitors together with the responses of potential customers to price-related questions in the market potential analysis. So, for example, I currently work at, if you had watched my other videos, or had read my other discussions, or if you know me personally, you know that I currently work at the Hyatt Hotel. This hotel's, well, the Hyatt House downtown Denver Hotel. There's a bunch of Hyatts downtown, so a lot of people get them confused, so I have to say the whole name of our hotel, just so you guys know where I'm at. But our hotel is pretty new. When I talk to my general managers about questions from my hospitality classes just in general, he will definitely talk about our sales and marketing department a lot. And so when they first opened the hotel about 3 years ago, they were looking at the prices of the actual building, the prices of the lot, that whole land, just to start from ground up since there was not a building already built yet. But since Denver is becoming a developing city, a lot of business is coming here. So he knew that the investment was totally worth it. And so for us, we have a small sales team. We have a couple business spaces in our basement of our hotel as well. So a lot of corporate travelers would like to hold their meetings at our hotel, since we are located really close to a bunch of other businesses and the convention center, and a very hot spot for business travelers. So our sales department will create special rates for those corporate travelers to stay with us, just so we can give them back. And my job is to be the front desk agent, so I make sure to be, friendly to them. We do have a little gift for them and a card when they arrive, just to make sure that we're getting that business back. So, very smart. And I think that's very important for the sales department to know the right pricing for them and how to negotiate for their business. Number 2, income and expense analysis. This is the next step to estimate the revenues, operating expenses, and profits for new business. A pro forma. We have this for our billing. Things for the room rate, tax, and we have tourism tax, lodgers tax, and state tax. So we send people receipts saying, which is basically an income statement. And that's just for the guests for their couple days stays. But we need to create income statements for the next 5 to 10 years to see the development and the growth of the hotel, so we're not going bankrupt or in debt. The demand expected from each target market is multiplied by the applicable rate or price to arrive at a sales forecast for each target market. These figures are then totaled to give an aggressive income estimate. Operating expenses are costs incurred directly in running the business, such as labor, food, and other materials, energy, administration, marketing, and maintenance. So, of course, income is very important. Number 3, development cost analysis. It is how much will it cost to develop the new business. This forecast is also often called a capital budget, a projection of the capital investment expected in new hospitality or travel business. In our industry, development costs normally include building construction, equipment, furniture, and fixtures, professional fees, so designers, architects, people who are going to make sure that the hotel looks very presentable and then modern as well. Since Denver is becoming a modern city, we want to make sure we're fitting in with the culture around us. The most accurate capital budgets results when a multidisciplinary team of consultants, architects, engineers, interior designers, and landscape architects are used. So, of course, get the best of the best. And then analysis of return on investment and economic feasibility. So this is the final step and involves the calculation of the return on investment and based on the economic feasibility of the new business. The net income, cash flow figures, and capital budget forecasts are then compared. A time value financial analysis technique such as the net present value or internal rate of return method is best for this type of analysis. So lots of different techniques, and it's very important to know the accounting numbers and make sure that everything is being paid for. So market analysis, some parts of the market analysis is going to be environmental analysis, market potential analysis, primary competitor analysis, location and community, service analysis, marketing position, and planning. So we can start first with environmental. This is how will marketing environment and controllable factors affect the organization's direction and success. So basically, for our hotel, since we're located in Colorado, as you guys know, our weather is very bipolar, and we have the full 4 seasons of weather coming into Colorado. So during the winter times, obviously a lot of people aren't traveling as much. They're traveling for the holidays, but I think A lot of people do not want to come to downtown. They want to go to the mountains and ski and do a lot of leisure travel out in the more mountainous areas. When it comes to downtown, a lot of conventions aren't going to be happening because not much walking around can be done. People are still in school or working full-time. Market potential analysis. Is the potential market large enough? So you're just asking, like, can we make business out of this? Primary competitor analysis. What are the main strengths and weaknesses of primary competitors? So there's just a lot of comparing and seeing what else is around. Location and community. How will the site and community contribute to the success? I know being downtown, since we're a couple blocks away from the 16th Street Mall, it's good to recognize all the restaurants, bars, and entertainment services and shopping as well. So very close because a lot of people are always looking for things they forgot at home and amenities that they may need, or just casual shopping. And then service analysis. What services and facilities must be provided to match the needs of potential customers? Since we do consider ourselves mostly a business hotel, we're going to want to cater to those people by providing meeting spaces, a computer area for printing and researching as well. And then last, how can the new business carve a niche for itself in the potential market? And what are the keys of the marketing the new business? For us, we strive to be the most friendliest and cleanliest hotel. So we want to make sure we're holding a standard to our housekeeping and make sure all the staff are very friendly and very accommodating to guest needs. Next, we're talking about the marketing, analyzing marketing opportunities. So the differences is going to be to understand the market demand. Feasibility is basically how much revenue is being brought to business, and then analysis is the area and changing. Benefits of a situation analysis. So like I mentioned before, the definition of situation analysis is, I just have my notes here, sorry. Situation is the study of marketing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of an existing business or other type of organization. So things you're going to be looking for when dealing with a situation analysis is, do we have a strength in the market? Look at your weaknesses, providing a hook, funding, and threats. I think those are pretty self-explanatory. And then the SWOT analysis is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, which go along with the situation analysis right there as well. On page 151, I thought these questions were very important. Who, what, where, when, how many, and how do you do it? Those are very important when starting a new business because you're going to be wanting to get these questions answered and make sure your development of your business is becoming successful. Internet marketing is also very important since technology is becoming huge in our society, and with the millennial age, everybody is attached to some kind of technology or is very tech friendly. So I think it's important to use the site reports and to know how you can track them and use them to your benefit. Market potential analysis on page 144. We had kind of talked about this earlier. It's for existing hospitality and travel organization, considering both the organization's past and potential customers. So you're going to be looking at the future and the past of this. It's a research study of the market potential or market targets upon the business built. And then secondary research is research that's already basically information already published, available from other sources, either internally or externally. And then primary research, data collected for the very first time, a method other than secondary research to answer specific questions. Thank you so much for watching my presentation for Chapter 5. I hope this was very helpful.